to, yes, plan and prepare for the future, but meet in the moment with that.
Got it. Because you gotta know thyself. Before you start thinking, like when you wake up in the morning, before you start thinking about the things you need to do, you need to start thinking about who you need to be in order to get those things done. Yeah, and then that's like the biggest concept. Like, people think it's about achieving a certain goal. It's like, listen, you get up out of bed, you're stressed, you're like, I gotta make it together. Like, your whole day from that moment you woke up like that is just shit. Even if it takes 10 more minutes of your time, or your 10 more minutes away from work, if you spend that meditating, going within, setting your intentions, setting your day, creating your day with authority, it's your birthright to create.
Oh yeah.
Just to create your day.
That's what we're here for, is to create.
Like, so it's your birthright.
So the guy that I talked to, the one who I told you about, the black ticket story, and Andrew, I got to talk to him on the live call, and we were talking about like coronavirus, but he knew, but while we were talking about that, like, I was just telling him how I was feeling and where my head was about, I basically was telling him how I've been living in fear, how I've been locked up for a whole year. And it's funny how the time I want to come out into the world, it's like, now they're all saying go back inside. It's like, no, I've been doing that for a whole year.
Oh my God, let me tell you something. Same here. I promise. So when you said that, like, I haven't been out, so like, not because I've been going within. I've been doing a lot of healing within, separating myself just so I can recharge, so I can reevaluate who I am, what I want. I wanted to recreate myself.
Like that for 2 or 3 years
before I go back into the world.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be conformed into the world. I wanted to know who I was before I went back into it, because I was done with the
And
shit.
it's so funny because before doing all of this, I was telling myself, well, I need to leave and go and do that. And it's almost like, girl, you've been doing that.
And it's like all that hard work we've been doing, it's here you go. It's not an act.
No.
Here it is.
It's like,
be it now.
Yes.
Be it. All you've read, learned, thought of, discovered, studied, be it now.
Yes.
It's time to be
and it feels
it
so
now.
It's like, it's
here.
here.
Like, oh shit. It's not just something I believed in, it's reality. And now it's my dream is
people think like people put that limitation on, well, if I could create anything, it has to happen in a second, in a day, in an hour. And don't get me wrong, it's like, yes, we'll get there. But why don't you create over a long period of time? Because what is time?
The beautiful process of it, though.
One of his main, or not main, but one of his like part series is called Healing as a Process, not an event.
Healing as a process, not an event.
It's not something that just happens in one second, one day. It's consistently happening. That's why when people would say, like, you can't change overnight, yes, you can change overnight. But it doesn't mean overnight I'm gonna be this perfect human being, because that's like, nothing is perfect, because that just means that there's like this perfect, like there's big pictures, but if something is perfect, that means that there is a set way something should be, this bliss, this whatever. Like, it's almost perfect is almost like a limitation itself. Like, there's a goal to be this exact perfect picture. Like,
okay,
it has to be like this or like that. Yes, please.
I'll give you an example. So like, somebody, that's my ex. You know how there's this whole like monogamy, polyogamy, whatever, like one person life is okay, but love is eternal and love is love. Love is an energy. It doesn't mean that love is in one being. So like, I truly, and I do believe this, I'm sorry, because I believe it from my own experience, from my own being, I believe it. I don't say I believe it to be true for the world, but believe it to be true for me. I can love more than one person.
I girl, I'm more than 5 men right now.
I can love more, you know, but because love is to be expressed in many forms. It's not just, that's a limitation. A label, a limitation, only one person. Why? Then no, because you are love, and love is everything and everyone.
Yeah.
You know, if that's true, then that means you can't love your child then.
Yeah.
No,
well,
only love your husband and your child.
I just told my ex, I said, if you want to be with me, you have to love everyone. It has made no sense to people why I accept my ex-boyfriends. Whoever wants to be with me can't love everyone, then you can't be with me. Like, if you can't forgive the people I've forgiven, then you're not love, and I only want love. To even become more aware of, one, who they are, and then what this world now is. It's like they are living according off of the thoughts, feelings, and things of other people, which is what I was doing, which I said. Like, I was a sponge in doing that, and that's why this last relationship, like, my goal was not to be living other people's lives and stories anymore. It was to find my own. Like, I love mermaids. I never knew that. I knew that because it was Disney, and I've seen the Ariel, and what little girl doesn't want to be a mermaid? Yeah. But it was like, because I was always adapting to other people and what's around them, I wasn't adapting to myself. You know, so yeah.
Exactly.
So experience. Master is self-centered because they're just trying to be good. Without the wrong intentions. It's everybody's opinion of jealousy and envy of like, hey, how are you doing these things? And I can't. And it's like, you can, but instead of doing it, you're just talking. And you're talking about me and what I'm doing. Like, stop focusing on me and go do what you want to do. You can do anything you want to do. Because you create your own reality.
Exactly. It's just only when you're not like focusing on what you want to create, then your subconscious is overcoming you and creating yourself and the stuff around you through your subconscious. But you
and then you blame and throw it onto other people.
Yeah,
and blame
it's nothing to do with them. It's because you don't have gain control of your own subconscious.
And you're just looking at the people closest to you who look just like you. You know, like
they're affecting you
because we are one. We are one.
And they're ultimately affecting you in every sense. And you're really just hitting yourself. Right?
We are in, well, I like to think we're in some kind of simulation. Like, we're a game. We're in a game.
No, we are.
Yeah.
We're in a simulation for sure, girl.
Which is why we're just kind of changing our game up, you know?
Our external realities are simulation.
And it's almost like, who do you want to be next? What kind of character do you want to be? What do you want to have?
Just exactly. Yes.
And we got the cheat codes. No, just kidding. But we're also just trying to hand them out, you know? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. What were we saying before that?
So this whole external reality is a simulation. It really is, because
we
don't ever fix anything outside of ourselves. We always gotta fix it within ourselves, and then our reality will shift.
So that's what I was saying earlier. The guy Andrew, when I was talking to him, we were talking about narcissism, because I was telling him that I just got out of this phase of being like narcissistic, and as an empath, being around a narcissistic, or many, you become that. Like, I became everything I hated, you know?
Absorb it. Especially you don't cleanse it out of you. You absorb it, stays in you, and becomes you. You absorb it and it becomes you.
That's what it took me 2.5 years to purge and cleanse. 20 years. But I also took some other things, you know?
Let it flow. That's allowing flow, your own flow to energetically, you know, to make a physical statement. Your energy needs to express itself.
I've been pushing myself to do that, you know?
Here's your body. You get to express yourself.
That's
right. Sing, dance.
Yes,
like
everything
dance,
I've been
expression. That's why we're here.
Okay.
Exactly. In human form, to have fun, to play, to express.
To be a child.
To just like be the best and la 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 la. Yes. Like that's what we're here for.
Used to hate, I loved Disney movies when I was a kid. And then I had a kid and it was like I would only watch a few. Like selected. Like other ones I was just like, oh, I don't want to watch those. Now I'm like, give them time.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Even higher consciousness with that. Like back then, they really are depleted themselves because they weren't doing it with this spirituality because they kind of missed that. I mean, no, they're getting there.
This is the whole album.
Girl, let me play.
Like, isn't it like the perfect time to be playful?
Yes.
Right? To like just be you, to be really playful like you're a kid. Like
my
even
kid
in the Bible,
showed me it's okay to be a kid.
Even in the Bible, it says like those be like children, be childlike, and you will enter the heavens. If you are not childlike, you will not enter. The gate is narrow. Like, and you know, you gotta be childlike. You have to you gotta. Like that's life because they're so they understand that we're just
and you
to
know
be alive.
And you know how we're told don't disobey your parents or respect your elders. Who's to say that what we're doing and trying to teach them and lead them to be childlike and playful and remind them who they are as well however, like how you like shared yourself with your mom, like your mindfulness parenting.
Yeah,
Who's to say that's not obeying our parents to remind them like this is really how you live? Why worry? Why fear? Why this?
Why be disconnected for?
Why robotic? Why like you're a human being? You're not I was a robot. Like I was on autopilot. Like I was waking up, working for somebody else. I was spending all my time. Girl, I broke it down. I was like, I have to have some time in this day for myself. Like, what are my actual hours? Because I'm not even trying to figure that out. I'm just saying, like, I don't have the time.
Yeah.
And I had 8 hours. I worked 8 hours for someone else, but I had 8 hours to work for myself. Yes. And it was like, okay, what do I want to do for me? Like, I've been in this relationship trying to get through things, but now that we like went through a lot of on and off, so when we were separated, it was like, okay, like let me work on me. Like I threw myself all the time into something else, whether it was someone else or like some other vice or something. Like it was always something else. But for once I was just like arguing with somebody and there was a mirror behind me or in front of me. I would get so uncomfortable looking them in the eye. I would end up looking at myself. And it took me this long to realize why I did that. It's because I felt alone arguing with that person, like I'm talking to an unconscious or like wall. Yeah. Talking to a wall. If I'm telling you you're talking to a wall, which they're not unconscious, poor walls, they listen and they listen very well. Yeah. And they're like the birds in the house. Yeah. No. And so, so I recently realized I felt more with someone when I looked in the mirror. I didn't feel alone because my soul was looking back at me. Like that's why there's scary movies put out. Like they want you to, there were people who went in the industry to fearmonger to keep people away from the secret or like the way of life, the way to create your own reality. And so that's why when you watch scary movies like that, people get that fear and then they don't end up doing that in their life. Well, I caught on to that when I watched, what is it called? Flatliners. The remake of Flatliners.
God, yeah.
Yes, I got that.
That's the
it was like, I'm no longer.
Back in time, or they try to like go.
They try to like meet themselves, kind of. Yeah, like bring themselves back. Yes. So when I watched that, it just showed me like. It showed me a lot. But after that movie, I was not afraid of scary movies anymore. Yeah. And if there's any like exorcism stuff like that, those are going to be scary movies for people and entertainment. But I don't want to invite that stuff back into my life because it's a trigger, like when I was growing up. So, but like that I can laugh through that stuff. I can't even sit through it and be scared by it anymore. Like it's so funny to me. Like, because fear, it like Lion King. I laugh in the face of danger. Like that's me. You know? And you know, people say like what you think you're invincible. And it's so funny when I was talking. Parents didn't understand that. It just is a circle
because
of like
we were the emotions. They didn't like it's like we are the generation that breaks the cycle. Yeah. So like you can't because of that you can't blame them because they're programmed for the old paradigms, the old cycles, and we're just the uprising of the new cycle.
We can be frustrated. We can be annoyed and irritated. Right. We're not, but we had that like anger. I had anger for sure. I was so angry towards people, but now and that's why I did new moon, full moon ceremonies of letting go of what I like, being mindful of what do I not want to be anymore, and then really mean it. I don't want to be angry anymore, and then you burn it and say thank you, and like acknowledge what you're doing and actually be in the moment. Like, if you think people are crazy for what they're doing, then you're just thinking you're crazy. Yeah, that's true. Because they're in your life. Yeah.
And either way, you're calling them into existence, you know? Yeah. And either way, you're literally calling them into your experience.
Because you're curious.
So either they're crazy or not, what you should be asking, why am I drawing them into my reality? Why am I drawing that crazy person into my reality? Because other people aren't.
Am I crazy?
Yeah. Why?
But if I'm crazy, then I'm what the world has been saying crazy is, and I don't want to be that because then they're going to put me in a mental hospital. They're going to do this. I don't have to take pills, and I don't want to be... I don't want to tell people that I'm on pills and this and that. And it's like, but you don't have to be. if you don't want to be.
Yeah.
You can go within yourself because you are a doctor. You are your best teacher. You know yourself better than anyone. So, sorry, you are going to have to take things away and be punished and like only if you want to be, or you can easily also, because that's what we've been doing.
And it's a choice.
It's a choice. You can easily just say, okay, I did all of that, but today I choose something completely different. And then imagine all of us consciously making that decision and choice at the same time, only making good choices and positive choices and whatever our highest choices, like our highest good choices, like, does everybody really want this coronavirus? Like, people blast their stuff, Jay-Z's, but who was before that? Tupac and Aaliyah. And it's like these people bring beautiful messages into the world. Do you know what I said at that spiritual journey place? They had us write down like a message that came to us. Guess what came to me? We are all creators. We all carry a message within us. Not just them, not just Beyonce, Jay-Z, not just Obama, not just Martin Luther King, not just they're great, not just Gandhi. Like, they're amazing people. Who do you think are trying to give us all this good? Jesus?
That's true.
What did he do? He was an actual human experience, and he's not the only one. He was the first, but he's not the only one.
Exactly.
Gandhi is not next, but like, you know, like those are what we can relate to.
Timeline.
Yeah, like
there's timelines of it.
Yeah. From the start of Jesus. And it's like,
and even Jesus said, like, if his disciples, you'll do more. Do more and greater things than I.
And people are so focused on the history of the Bible. It's like, why don't you stop at the history? Like, history is great to always look back on to learn from. But if we focus on the bad in the history, we're just recreating that.
Focus on the message itself.
How do we make the history in the Bible better today? That's what I asked somebody when we were reading. I was like, okay, this was great back then, but what about today? Like, Jerusalem is San Diego to me. Like, yes, I would like to go to travel to other countries to learn from it. Do you know Switzerland is the happiest place on earth? Really? I've never been to Switzerland, but I'd love to go there because this is the most unhappiest place on earth. I'm trying to make it joyful.
Switzerland is the most happiest place on earth. I don't fucking know, but fuck San Diego.
No, but that's the thing. I said no. I said I'm not gonna run to Arizona. Like, I was gonna go to Arizona. I said no. I'm gonna make San Diego what it is. And boy, did I start living in San Diego today. Like, or no, a month ago. Literally a month ago, I started living. Then it was just, then when it brought to my attention, like, I'm just watching other people's lives and like just so much. Like, it was just like, whatever. It was like, well, but this is what I kind of want to do. Like, nobody hears me. These are just random people and people are listening to them. Like, why? I need people to listen to me. Like, I don't know. I started studying. Like, I've been studying for 2 years on what to do. And then now I got to the point where it was like, I don't care. Like, I'm just doing
Why
it.
am I studying so much recently? Like, you know?
Especially because they got to a point where they're just putting stupid. I mean, they're doing the dang thing, but stupid stuff that's not doing a thing for my human mind. Yeah. And so it was like, I want to do that, but not make money off of it. I mean, shoot, give me the income if it's coming. Abundance, you know, it's already coming, you know, like, but this isn't why I'm doing that.
It's the sole purpose of it all.
It's just what comes with it. But I'm putting out a service to the world. Like, yes, like, there's virus and disease, but guess what? Yes. It's just a channel of suggestion of thoughts. Let me help you think outside the box and make you feel comfortable.
Let me show you there's another way of thinking.
Yeah, like, it's okay. And if you don't like it, turn it off. Go back to your Netflix movie. Like, you know,
you're not obligated to watch or be a part of this in any way, shape, or form.
I don't have my comments on because I don't care about your opinion. Yeah. But if you want to hit me up and relate, cool. And those who really want to will do it. And if nobody does it, I don't care. Because I'm I ask and attract. I say, bring in the like-minded people and look.
You set your intention that way. Setting your intention so you know that who you're sending a message out is being called.
And people are so afraid of that because they've been taught to be afraid of that. Yeah. But when are you gonna be a little rebellious? Do you think God created Adam and Eve to live in the Garden of Eden just for them to, for the rest of life, and just be robotic and then keep
of course not.
robotic people.
That's
No.
perfectly what they did.
It's his plan to make you curious, to just enjoy what he's enjoyed for himself while creating us and creating whatever he created from. There's no beginning, there's no end, there's just
simple as that.
it's infinity.
It literally is.
There's it's infinite.
It's infinite.
Yes.
It's infinite. It's definitely infinite. It's just various ones. It's like kaleidoscope. You're not changing shit. It's not something different. It's literally just altering. It's nothing different.
Yes.
It's just altering in many forms. It's so silly.
Yes.
You're not taking another. So cute about putting another lens in. No, it's the same lens.
And not everyone's gonna understand it through this language.
No.
So that's why I